shift our focus now to the Eastern Cape. That situation remains very tense outside a Dutywa Post Office. Our reporter Ronald Masinda is standing by. Ronald, we understand that some hostages are being released. What is the latest?
Well, the latest here in Dutywa is that 4 hostages have been released. All of them are females. They were released at 2 at a time. Very emotional scenes when I saw a few of them crying, very, hysterical, given the situation that they were in earlier. We are led to believe that the situation started here just around 8:45, just before 9 o'clock this morning. And it's been like this ever since. But now we seem to be closer to perhaps maybe finding out whether or not it will be resolved soon. We are seeing heavily armed police officers waiting just outside of the post office. And we're also told, that could also be more hostages coming out. Those are live visuals, more hostages, 2 more hostages coming out of the post office here in Dutywa. They've been escorted out by the police. We do understand that there are police officers also negotiating with the 2 men that are holding these hostages captive here at the post office. The other information that we've also been receiving on the ground is that initially the 2 men, they were joined by 2 others, but they seem to have escaped at a different direction. But those 2 have since been trapped there inside, trying to negotiate with the police. And this has been the situation since this morning. 2 hostages now released. That's a total now of 6. We're not sure as of yet as to how many staff members from the post office are still trapped inside that building.
Just looking at the visuals, I cannot see an ambulance on site. Do we know if maybe any of them have needed medical attention as yet, those that were released a bit earlier?
Not at all. I think they all seemed fine in terms of their own physical health, but obviously very emotional for them to be trapped in the company of the armed men. But other information that we are receiving is that one of the 2 robbers that are inside the post office was threatening to kill himself. Now, that is information that we've been receiving here from the police. But what we've also been hearing is that it seems like the people who are trapped inside the hostages, they have been locked in a different room with these gunmen. So what we are seeing also in the background is a lot of people still anxiously, trying to get on with their business, because we do know that even here next to the Dutywa Magistrate Court where we stationed, things have been slow. People trying to attend to cases, they've been barred to enter this particular area given this dangerous situation. So police are still outside. I know that a few of them are inside the venue trying to negotiate with these criminals. Others have been trying to go around the post office, trying to perhaps find a way to get into the post office. But that is the situation at the moment, Fundo. Still very tense. We're not sure how many hostages are still inside, but I can confirm at this stage that 6 of them have been released.
At least we've got those 6 out now, but it really honestly remains a very dangerous and volatile situation there. Ronald, we'll catch up with you in a little bit. Thank you very much for that update. That's a reporter, Ronald Masinda, who continues to monitor that hostage situation. You would have heard now that 6 have been released. We saw those 2 women walking out now. We understand that it was also 4 that were released a bit earlier on. Again, one can only imagine how they're feeling now, because honestly, they would have thought that they would have lost their lives.